It's really nice to see your name come up. It's been a few years since we've been in the NCAA tournament, and as I told our crowd, I'm very proud of the young ladies of what they've accomplished the last couple years, and this is just a nice progression for our program to get to the NCAA tournament.
I know, obviously, talking with the girls, they mentioned how they were kind of following bracketology. Were you kind of following it, or just kind of worrying more about your team?
We were, and to be honest, we hadn't even considered the Durham. We thought we could possibly go to College Station. We thought that Spokane was an option, or Iowa City was an option, but we're going to a neat place for the kids to play, Cameron Indoor Stadium and campus of Duke, and it's going to be a fun place for them to play.
Did you like the week off in between the Big 12 tournament ending and this? Was it good to get some time to just kind of focus on yourselves, or were you kind of just anxious, like waiting for, okay, who are we going to play, what can we start game planning, all that kind of stuff?
Well, it was good for us that we were able to give 2 or 3 days off. We've played 5 or 6 players for the majority of the last 2 months. So we needed a little break and have a chance to get healed up and get rested. And then the last few days we've been able to go back and focus on some of the little things and some fundamentals of the game, because once you get in Big 12 play, it's just turn over and start preparing for the next team. So it was good to get back to some of the fundamentals of the game.
Watching you when your name popped up, I guess, it seemed like you didn't hardly even move, I guess. Just is that kind of your personality coming through there?
Well, I'm excited. There's no doubt I'm excited, but I think the older you get, the less you jump up and down. But I'm really happy for our players. They've worked hard. They've had a lot of quality wins within the Big 12, and just feel that they're very deserving of this.
Do you know anything about DePaul?
I know that they're very well coached, and they've had a long history of being in the tournament, and they play in a great conference. Really don't know a whole lot about their personnel, but we'll go to work on that tonight.
Yeah. What's kind of the next steps for you as far as just starting to research and starting to game plan even right after this, I'm sure?
Well, we've got coaches going to work on it now, trying to get film prepared, and we'll spend tonight and tomorrow putting it all together, and then our prep will be Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and that's pretty normal for the time that we have allotted. In Big 12, you usually play Wednesday, Saturday, so we'll try to keep on the same pattern that we've had all year long.
Obviously, when you look at the brackets and stuff, how happy are you not to have to play Baylor? I know that was one of the projections that came out, that you guys would possibly even meet Baylor in Oklahoma City.
Well, I didn't believe we would do that. The NCAA committee tries to stay away from that, and I didn't feel like we would be an 8 or 9 seed either. I thought going in that we would be a 6 or 7. So I guess I really didn't anticipate the matchup with Baylor. So, as I said, I felt like we would be a 6 or 7.
After the way you guys performed against Baylor in your last game, how has that maybe carried over into, obviously you haven't played a game since then, but just into practice, and has that kind of charged, the team, going into NCAA tournament play?
I think it's helped us. We appear to have a little bounce in our step, and our team's shown good energy in practice the last couple days, and we've talked about not believing in moral victories, but I think sometimes if you play very well against a great opponent, it can help your confidence level, and I believe that game against Baylor helped our confidence level.
Obviously, you got Lindsay, Tony, who have been through this before. How much does that help getting ready for things that are tournament?
Not a lot, because they were pups when they did it, and they were riding Andrew Riley's shirt tail on it. So they weren't big factors in that part of it. So it's going to be new for most of our players going into this. But the thing that's good about it is the Big 12 prepares you to play against a lot of different styles, a lot of different types of opponents, and just believe that our conference gets our teams ready to play in the NCAA tournament.
Yeah, so do you even tell your girls anything different as far as, okay, now it's this tournament play, or do you say, hey, you guys have already been through it, you faced the #1 team in the country 3 times, you've faced 6 other teams that are in this field, hey, this really isn't anything different that you've been doing for the past couple months?
No, we'll prepare the same way. You know, we'll go over the scouting report and break down personnel, and we won't change anything from what we've been doing all year.